up, guys? How we doing today? Happy Thursday. Happy New Year. Happy 2026. We are. Holy Mackinac. Hope you guys are having a wicked day. Hope you guys are rocking. We are live on YouTube, Twitch, Rumble, and TikTok. Nimble Nick, what's happening? Hope you're having a wicked day. A very important message addressed to the nation. I wore my Sunday best on Thursday. Oh, yes. College football today. College football playoff. What a game that first one was. Happy New Year, Conan. What's happening? We're alive still. Yes. Nimble Nick, thank you for the share. Definitely go ahead and share this if you think people like this stuff. If you think they could get some value out of it, I do my best. To my friend, the streamer, yes. Love you guys. Happy New Year. Hope you guys are having a wicked day. Tina says hi. Yes. Yes. Hi back, Tina. What's the next one? College football going on today. We're rocking out. That's probably where everybody is. Yes. We also got fantasy hockey and basketball on the go. We are rocking it. I guess everybody's done with fantasy football now. We move on. The show must go on, as they say. Man, finished third place. Finished third place in 2 different leagues. Friggin' rude, man. And then the other 2 leagues, I finished last place. Like, it's crazy. Fantasy football is fucking weird, man. 2 leagues, I finished in third place. 2 leagues, I finished in last place. Ay, caramba. Basketball and hockey, though, I'm killing it. Still doing week 18. Holy Mackinac. Elver, why are you playing in week 18? That's crazy, man. How do you do that? Not all of your team is going to be playing. It's just going to be like a bunch of random pickups. That's crazy, man. Some people, yeah, you're not? Yeah, I don't understand why you would play it on last week. No, I'm not. No, we're done. I finished third place in 2 different leagues. The other 2 leagues I finished in last place. It's crazy. But no, this is hockey and basketball. I'm also in fantasy hockey and fantasy basketball. We rock it out. So we're in the full thick of things right now. Victor, where's your mama? What the hell? He's injured again? Avoids major injury. That's cool. Good to know. You got third and first? Nice. That's wicked. Good job, my man. I'm happy for you. Congrats on the championship. Golf clap for you. We're going to rock it. That's wicked. My one league, oh, man. I played Lamar instead of Brock Purdy, and it killed me. I lost the semifinals and then went to the third place game. It just demolished it. And the worst part is I would have killed all of the teams playing if I was in that first place game. Like I had the most points like of the week. So butthurt. But what can you do? What do you do? Oh, Mamu coming off the bench. Did you get for being a Ravens fan? Well, I mean, yes and no. I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. That is what I get, but it's not really. I mean, like, Baltimore needed that win to stay in the playoff hunt, stay in the division hunt, and like it was at home. Lamar had never lost a game from week 16 to week 18. So, or week 15. So like, no. I know you're messing with me. It's all good. I mean, like it is my own fault. You're not wrong for being a Baltimore Ravens fan, but like everything was stacked up for him to just go completely nuts. And then he gets injured and it's like, oh, why? I seen the notification come up. I'm on Yahoo and it says Lamar Jackson status changed from questionable to out. And I was like, it might as well have just said your playoff chances have changed from questionable to out. I was like, man, this is gonna be 4 points. And then Brock Purdy just goes nuts on Monday night. Like, of course he did. Good lord, just went completely nuts. Then he went nuts last week too. That was a good game for him again. That probably won a lot of people's matchups. Drake May won me both my game. Hey, and a Patriots fan. Yeah, well, frig. If it didn't work out, I could say that's what you get for being a Patriots fan. But Drake May looks good. I wonder though. He's the betting favorite to win the MVP right now. I don't know that he's going to win it, but he's been doing really well. Hopefully Denver loses. Yeah, you know what? Denver probably will lose. To be honest, the next Tom Brady, so it's different. You know what? I don't watch them much, but of the games that I have watched, he's like I don't know, man. I still think that they lose to Buffalo in the playoffs. Like I don't know that he's over that hump yet. But no, it is pretty cool to watch him. He just goes. I mean I watched him cut up Baltimore a couple weeks ago. It was that game actually. He just cut us up in and out. Throws downfield. Only seen him miss one. Damn. Dude just slings it, eh? And then he gets like they catch it. That's cool, man. That's what you need for real. You need a guy that's not afraid to throw it down the field, and also a guy that can do it really well. Nathan Bijan won me the championship. Yes, that's amazing. Yeah, Bijan went completely nuts, man. Like, frig. I didn't see that coming at all, and fucking cost me my parlay. It wasn't that, but it was like one of those like, whoa, where did this friggin' almost Derrick Henry performance come from? Also, this is why I drafted you number one overall. That's kind of cool though. You know what I mean? Like that's where fantasy football really is cool. Like I drafted you number one overall, and on the Monday night to win me my fantasy championship, that's where you came through. It doesn't really matter like the rest of the year. You really only care about them coming through for you in the playoffs. So like that's cool, man. That's where like it's shit like that is really cool, and you got to have fun with that type of stuff. You got to be able to know like that's the cool stuff about fantasy football. As much as it's a headache, and as much as like there's a lot of shit we don't care about, right? And like all that stuff. And sometimes you hit on your picks, sometimes you miss on your picks, and sometimes you hit on the waiver, right? But when your number one pick can come through for you on Monday night to win the championship, like that's why you picked him. You know what I mean? That's amazing, and that's cool to me too. Like you have your guy on the Monday night to bring it home, win the fantasy football championship. My man, my dog, bringing it home for me. You know what I mean? And that stuff's cool. Also, what a way to win too. Hell yeah. Guy was salivating at the mouth for that 93-yard touchdown. It was just like, this is it. I love you. I love you. If I could kiss you right now, I would. No homo, but like, honestly, let's get real here. But no, that's awesome, man. And like, not for nothing, but like, how many people lost their matchup because Matt Stafford kind of shite the bed, right? Puka didn't really have a good game. He had a decent game, but I still thought I think that catch near the end of the game should have been a catch. I think it was good enough effort, and he held it. I guess he didn't hold it through the catch, but I mean he got the ball in the hand 2 feet down. I mean that's kind of a catch. They were saying he didn't go through the catch. You could see the replay. He was like, "Yeah, but." And then I'm assuming that's what he was saying. I had the ball with the 2 feet down, and then the ball came loose. So like I don't know. I might have liked to see that a catch, but no, it was that was a weird game for real. Like and like what the hell were we all wrong? Is Atlanta's defense like actually something? And maybe Los Angeles isn't the team that we thought they were. I don't know though, man. Something about San Francisco. They're getting Fred Warner's coming back. I don't think Joey Bosa is going to come back, but they're getting kind of healthy. George Kittle's going to come back. Christian McCaffrey's still healthy. They got a couple of Jennings is doing well. Ricky Pearsall, he's all right. So and Brock Purdy's playing at another level. And then the Super Bowl is in San Francisco this year. I didn't know that actually. And so San Francisco's got a chance to be the number one. Hope the Niners are the bait. Hey, like I don't know, man, because like even right now, like they're plus 850 to Thomas Slabbering. What does that even mean? I mean it sounds like something that I would do, but yeah, no, San Fran to win the Super Bowl is plus 850 right now. So that's like very good value. I thought Ohio State was going to win the national championship, but man, they looked like Dookie last night. I didn't actually know that every team last year with the 1 week layoff didn't they all lost. So they were like 0-4 last year. All four teams that got the 1 week layoff lost. And then this year they're 0-2 to start the week. So teams with a 1 week layoff or like that extra week layoff are they're freaking like they're 0-6 right now. So that's crazy. The Jets? Oh yeah, yeah. Oh come on, man. You're just mad because Robert Sala went back to the Niners. But like, even still though, like, what's going on in New York? Like, you guys can't even get your own stadium, first of all. but like, even still, you didn't start Ashton Genty. You know what? Wait, how'd you not start Ashton Genty against the Giants? I would have started him against the Giants against Conan the Barbarian. But yeah, like what is even happening with the Jets? Like as a franchise, for real. He scored 3 points, really, against the Giants. That sucks. That fucking sucked. Well, they went down early, right? So I thought he would have been more involved in the pass game. They don't even fucking have anybody to pass to. 17-3 at halftime. Shit, that sucks. But yeah, no, the Jets are just like I don't even know, like, and they look like garbage last week. Like I know the Patriots are a good team, don't get me wrong, but they look terrible. Raiders probably wanted to lose anyways. Yeah, no kidding. You know what? I work with a guy who's a Raiders fan. He's like super excited for them to lose. He's like, this is awesome. And now they're apparently bringing up some rookie kid for next week. But who are they playing? They're playing Kansas City. Like honestly, they'll probably beat Kansas City. No way. Kansas City's a 6 point favorite. Dude, I'm smashing Las Vegas. Fucking, I don't know about money line, but most definitely +6 at home against the freaking against friggin' Kansas City. Although it is in Las Vegas. What are you guys doing? Huh? All right. So there's that, right? But yeah, what are we looking at here? Is there a couple spreads that we want to smash? Might take Dallas -3.5 against the Giants. That's probably somewhere we could go. Ashton Genty's kind of friggin' like I don't even really know what to make of him. Like he's really good talent, but Las Vegas stinks. Like they're so bad. So like I don't even know if like he's the type of talent that can win out in such a bad offense. Like I don't even really know how to explain his game against the Houston, right? Like I can't even explain that at all. Like he's a good talent, but yeah, I don't know, man. I think he's kind of stuck in Las Vegas. I don't think he has very much like upside over there, and that just stems from like their offense stinks. You know what I mean? So like I don't even know. I don't even know what's gonna get better. So next year they get the number one overall pick, right? And so what? Like they're gonna bring in a quarterback who they're gonna expect to start from day one, who has no offensive line to protect him, who has no real receivers. Who's his receiver? He's got Brock Bowers, but other than that, who else do they have? Fucking Trey Tucker. So like even like Las Vegas next year, I don't even really know if they're gonna be much. Because yeah, they'll get the number one overall pick, but so what, right? They're gonna get a quarterback that's gonna come in and they're gonna expect him to produce from day one, which I can only assume he won't because he's not in a position to. They don't have really an offensive line. Their defense is half decent, but like without an offensive line, it doesn't matter how good your quarterback is. If you can't block anybody, you know what I mean? I mean, but that's my thoughts on it, anyways. Jacksonville's a 13-point favorite against Tennessee. Fuck, I might be smashing Tennessee plus 13. Minnesota's 7.5 over Green Bay. Holy Mackinaw, that's crazy. Really? Is Jordan Love gonna play or no? Clayton Tune. Who the fuck is that? Set to start week 18. Dude was signed to the active roster yesterday. He's gonna start week 18. Jesus, Weezus. June will start week 18 despite Jordan Love fully clear the concussion protocol. Green Bay already having secured the number 7 seed. Oh, okay. They want to prioritize health. It has not been determined who will operate as the backup. It will be a tough ask for Tune to find much success against Minnesota. No kidding. Damn. Man, 7.5 might not be enough. That's But honestly, though, I like that Green Bay defense is going to still show out. Like, there's no question in my mind they're going to show up. That's crazy, but I don't know how good they're going to be having been on the field. San Francisco's underdog. No way for Saturday. That's crazy. Seattle is the favorite over San Francisco. Honestly, I think we smashed that over too. Tampa Bay, Carolina. Good lord, what is even happening in that fucking game? I guess there's I guess there's implications in that game. I don't know what about, but yeah. Who do we got? Kind of want to know what's gonna happen with Victor. That's crazy though. San Francisco's underdog. I wonder if they're still an underdog because I might be smashing that money line while I can still get value on it. Rogers believes he'll have options. Good lord, man, just leave already. He looks like that old guy that comes back to his high school, and he just like wants to play with all the guys. But But he's just a weird old man. Like for real. Oh yeah. Yes, NFL incentives. There's a lot of incentives. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Joe Burrow is not going to give Miles Garrett the record that easily. So screw you, guy. Eagles to rest key starters. Ayo, see, this is what I mean. Like, how do you have your fantasy championship on week 18 when, like, I didn't even have to go far? And already I know that LA's sitting Justin Herbert. The Packers are going to start friggin' somebody named Toon. Olave's out. Eagles to rest key starters, like all of your Eagles players. I don't know that you were playing them anyway. They stink. Eagles would earn the number two. What's the difference? The number two could earn the Eagles two home playoff games, maybe even the three. Scenario could happen just as it did last season. Number one, Detroit lost, and the Eagles won three home games. Sirianni has stressed this week the value of a game off. Essentially a bye week. That's fair, right? I mean, we earned the right to be able to say if we need to win this game or not. Whereas a lot of people they haven't, like a lot of teams they haven't. They need to play all their guys. Last season, when Week 18 was a bye week for the Eagles starters and rolled to the franchise's second Super Bowl championship. Rolling, 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 rolling. Keep rolling, 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 rolling. Okay, so oh my god, they're only going to dress players so that they're on the league, so that they meet the league minimum because you have to have a minimum amount of players. Who Eagles are rolling the dice. They can beat the Commanders. They probably can still. So it doesn't actually say what players are gonna be. Hey, what are you doing? How are we feeling about the Steelers Ravens this weekend? Hey, we're feeling good, man. Feeling really good. Luchu, what's happening? Thank you for joining me. Yeah, we're feeling really good. It sounds like Lamar is going to come back. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but I mean, I don't understand why we would why we would stray away from the 40 carries to Derrick Henry that worked like a charm last week. I might just stuff it down their throat all game. Like, here's Derrick Henry, all 200 and fucking what, 90 or 80 pounds of him? 250 pounds. Fucking stop him if you can. You know what I mean? Like, that should be the thing. It sounds like TJ Watt might be coming back, but like, no DK Metcalf. Calvin Austin coming back. Logs limited practice yesterday. What's yesterday? Wednesday. They practice on New Year's Eve. It's fucking rude. Sounds like TJ Watt might be coming back though, and if he comes back, that's going to be optimistic for week 18. That's going to hurt. But that being said, TJ Watt, see, and that's the thing. TJ Watt is so much better in pass cover or like pass rushing than he is run stopping. Not that he's awesome all around, but his specialty is pass rushing, not so much run stopping. So okay, so he returned to practice last week, but ultimately ended up missing it. But it sounds like he's going to return this week. And that could be one report says week 18 status uncertain. One report says optimistic for week 18. But that's going to be huge also. But like yeah, like the Steelers don't really have too much of an offense. They kind of have Kenneth Gainwell and Jalen Warren, which should in theory do well, but like no DK. I don't know if Calvin Austin's going to play, so like they're going to run a lot of three tight end sets, and that's where they kind of have their like they do well because they run the three tight end sets, and Rodgers likes throwing to all three tight ends. Hey, stop that! What are you doing? Ah, crap. One sec, I'll be right back. Come on, man. Why'd you do that for? A lot of it. That's wicked. Nice. At least you did it on the mat. All right. Sorry, guys. Ugh. The dogs have learned to love to knock over their water dish, and of course, we've got hardwood flooring. So it's thanks, guys. I love you too. As a Steelers fan, I don't know how to feel because we lost our main tight end target in Washington. No way, you Washington's out. Dude, that's I mean I don't love that. I hate. Oh, he's the big guy. No, broken arm. Oh, oh, that fucking hurts. Damn, that hurts. Shit, son, because they're gonna they run a lot of three tight end sets, but that's when they have like three decent tight ends. I mean, I don't like to wish bad on anybody, but I'm like, that makes me a little bit happier. That's going to be big for defensively. We don't have to worry about that guy. Also, that guy's like a truck when he gets going, like for real, man. What did I just read? 264 pounds. Good lord. Could you imagine trying to take that guy down? And I seen the one game where he hurdled over the guy. So like, and this dude's athletic and he could jump. I did not win a championship, Warner. I finished third place in both the leagues I made the playoffs. I had a weird season this year. In two leagues, I finished third place, and in two leagues, I finished in last place. It was just actually the one league I had Puka, and I finished last place. I didn't get it at all. I started out the season 0-7. I was like, "What the for real? Like, what is going on here?" Yeah, so we had a couple of tough seasons. And then we had a couple that fucking Steelers. That's who killed. It was a Pittsburgh Steeler that killed me. I benched Jalen Warren when he went off against Detroit. Played DK Metcalf. Apparently, I should have benched Metcalf and played Warren. Who would have thought, right? So of course it was a Pittsburgh Steeler that cost me my season. But yeah, it was what it was. You know what I broke my own rule. You don't get for me. I don't tend to get too fancy in the playoffs. I just kind of play the guys that kind of got me there, unless I can have like a real like advantage. Like you get a starting running back going down and you're able to pick up his backup. I kind of play in the right matchup. I would play him, but yeah, I got too cute. Who did I play? I played Michael Carter playing again from Arizona. He had a good matchup, but yeah, they didn't. He didn't do really well. But I'm excited. It sounds like Lamar will play. I don't know if that's gonna. I don't know if that's gonna make a difference. Like I don't know, man. I almost like don't want him to play. Tyler Huntley is really, really good. Like he's a really good backup, and they kind of just seem to play more freely when he's the quarterback. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know that Lamar is the guy. You know what I mean? Like I want him to be. I really want him to be. And like he's so good. He's just not the guy, right? Like we've seen it in the playoffs for fuck. It seems like the past 100 years now. Like just they do like just enough at the end when they're already behind and they played garbage and they've only had like 120 yards of offense all game and they're down 14 nothing or 17 nothing or something, 17-3, and like now all of a sudden they're gonna come back and they're trying to do things. And I don't know, man. I don't. And like the problem with Baltimore is we don't have receivers. Zay Flowers wicked, don't get me wrong, he's awesome, and like Mark Andrews is pretty good, but like other than that, like it's not. We don't have anybody. Like, yeah, DeAndre Hopkins is there, but he was good like 5 years ago. You know what I mean? And even that was like there was a big tail off to his career. So like I don't know, man. I don't like our receivers are the problem. That being said, if our defense locks in, they're as good as anybody, and they'll shut down anybody all the time, like all day. I will put them up against anybody in the league, and and I'm confident. That being said, Roquan Smith nursing a hamstring injury is not very good. Tweaked his hamstring. After two more chances to log a full practice ahead of the North. So you know what? Division game for the division championship. I bet Roquan Smith plays. But if Roquan's out, that's big. You see a story where Harbaugh was getting tired of Lamar? I didn't see the story, but I did see where they both came out and they were like, no, it's nothing, there's nothing there. And like obviously they're going to come out and say that there's nothing there. You're not going to come out and throw your star player under the bench or under the bus, and the other guy's not going to come out and throw his coach under the bus. So that's obviously what they would say. But you know what, honestly, to be fair, they've been together for long enough and they haven't really done that much, to the point where I could see they're both getting tired of each other. You know what I mean? Like Harbaugh's got a way that he thinks it'll work. Lamar's got a way that he thinks it'll work. And they just kind of don't like at a certain point, you know what I mean? They just might not see eye to eye. And they kind of and then when you're losing, it's like, why didn't you do things my way? And oh, we should have done things this way. And like that's the thing too. It's like we're really good in the regular season, but then come the playoff time, it's so weird too. Like come playoff time, and you're just, it's like they're trying to be somebody they're not. I do think that Lamar, I would like him to play just the way that he would play and just kind of do him. I do think that when they go out there, it seems that they like he's trying to please everyone, and it seems like he's trying to get everyone involved, and like they're trying to do things to make everybody happy. When I mean, you got the quarterback that's the closest thing to Mike Vick, probably better, you know what I mean? And so do you do fantasy basketball? I definitely do. Playing fantasy basketball up here. We're about to kill this guy. Rocking on. I'm actually in second place, I think. And I do hockey as well. Hockey and basketball. What do you got? What is my record? Answering general NFL questions. I mean, what do you want to talk about? I'll talk about anything. I like talking about sports. My record is 7-3. I'm in second place. Damn, there's five of us tied at 7-3. Currently undefeated. Nice, dude. Injuries are killing me, man. Like just wrecking my team. I had Wemby out for a little, and even the guys that I do have, like I picked up that Manthurian guy from Indiana. He's just not fucking doing what I want. I kind of reached for that Dyson Daniels guy. Apparently, I should have picked that Jalen Johnson guy. Fuck. The guy that's been saving me is Tyrese Maxey. I'll tell you that much. What team are you a fan of? I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan. We're looking to win the division. What's the content going to look like now that fantasy over is cover a different sport? I mean, I don't even really know. Honestly, I didn't even really expect anything to happen with Sabonis and Levine got hurt. Oh, that sucks, man. Sabonis went down early too. I actually didn't really expect anything to come of the fantasy talk, to be honest. I just kind of did it. So I don't know what. I mean, we're gonna talk. We'll talk right at the end of the regular season. This week's kind of whatever. There's a couple games that that do mean things, but other than that, there's not really. But then we'll come back on for the playoffs, and we can talk playoffs. I'm actually going on vacation during the Super Bowl. Will be in Dominican Republic, so Bucks or Panthers and Ravens or Steelers for the playoff spot. Honestly, I think that the Steelers have too many injuries to overcome. And I think Baltimore is in a very good position. That being said, like I know that Pittsburgh's going to show up and they're going to show out. I just don't. I like Aaron Rodgers just isn't the quarterback that he once was, and I don't see them pulling it off. That being said, in Pittsburgh, you know what I mean. Like it's gonna be a dogfight for sure. Like I'm expecting that. Definitely, friggin'. You know what? I saw the Ravens were a 3.5 point favorite. I might take Steelers plus 3.5, and then the under definitely. I think the under is probably the play of the day. But I honestly don't care for Carolina in general. So like I'll take the Bucks. That being said, it's not like the Bucks have been killing it, you know what I mean? But I think Baker, like I trust Baker more than I trust Bryce Young, you know what I mean? Mike Evans is back, Chris Godwin's there, Emeka Egbuka's there, you know what I mean? So I think Bucky's back. Sean Tucker's a monster. I think they've got too much. DK fucked him over. You know what I mean? And exactly they and Calvin Austin was out. Now the one guy said that that Washington guy is out. So the big tight end Washington. So that's gonna hurt too, right? So like yeah, no, I DK definitely screwed them over. Hell yeah, that was really selfish on his part. Got Cade, Sabonis, Levine, Ayton, Fox, MKPJ, Miles Bridges, Duran Mitchell, and a few more. That's your guys though. I like it. Cade's doing really well. Frig. De'Aaron Fox, big bounce back season for him. That's all right. DeAndre Ayton coming out of nowhere. I like it. Jalen Duran, heyo. Donovan Mitchell had a huge game the other day. Was it yesterday or the day before? Got Michael Penix Jr. in fantasy. MPJ, nice. I like it. But it's inexcusable for a whole team. Yeah, you're not wrong. Like that's sort of like Pittsburgh's identity. Like they don't really they're kind of like Baltimore in the sense that they don't really go and like pick up more offensive guys. They're okay with winning the low scoring game, right? Relying on defense, run the ball. Those are the type of games that they're okay with. So, like, they're not really built around one receiver, but you're not wrong. You can tell they missed them 100%. I think Mike Evans has a bounce back game. I don't see why not. You know what I mean? Like, I don't. I didn't actually see last week coming. You know what I mean? Miami's not that good, but yeah, I think that's what I mean. Like I trust Baker Mayfield way more than I trust Bryce Young, and you know they've got the good running game happening right now. They've got their top guys are back. Maybe Mike Evans doesn't have a good game, but maybe they can just use him as a shield for Chris Godwin. Maybe Emeka Egbuka comes through. Heyo, who would have thought? But yeah, I just I don't like Carolina like at all. You know what I mean? Like I don't care for them. Traded for Bridges and Fox, nice for D-Body, Brandon Ingram, Quentin Grimes. No way, this guy gave you Bridges and Fox for basically Brandon Ingram. Damn, Quentin Grimes is good when they've got a bunch of guys out, but I had him to start the season, and like when everybody's healthy, he's. That being said, once Joel Embiid ends up going down, inevitably Quentin Grimes will have a little bit more. But that's crazy. What is this guy not even fucking paying attention? As a Raptors fan, though, I wouldn't have traded Brandon Ingram, but damn, I might have. They always trade and do a lot of moves and end up with a 9-8 or 10-7 record. No, you're not wrong. And that's the thing, right? Like they don't really, but even their trades, it's not like they make trades for like these big monster guys. They just trade for like depth pieces and like even the one trade, what they gave up Minka Fitzpatrick or they got Minka Fitzpatrick, and then they brought out and then they brought Jalen Ramsey in. Like he's good, but he's fucking old now, right? They had to move him to safety because he kept getting burned on quarterbacks because he's too old, right? So yeah, and that's the thing. They're legit like the best middle of the pack team. And like I feel for them too. It's the same. It's similar with Baltimore. It's like their defense is just amazing, and like they've got this like one of the best defenses in the league, but no offense to go with it. And it's like as good as your defense is, if you're on the field for the whole game, like you're on the field for 40 minutes out of 60, like you're gonna feel it. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't matter how good you are, you're gonna feel it. Was going to be without Grimes? No way. Damn, that's crazy. My league doesn't even really do trades because, like, we kind of also, like, at the brass of it, we don't really understand basketball. But, like, also, like, we don't, the guys just like the guys that they pick, and some guys just don't trade. They're kind of hard to deal with. Other guys, like, they're freaking, they just value their players so much. So they don't have a bad record to get a top pick and good. No, you're not wrong, man. That's the thing. They have the team that kind of drafts like 10 to 18, maybe like 12 to 18 every year. And yeah, they don't even have the assets to trade up to like a top 5 pick because nobody's giving it to them. And they don't want to give up the draft picks to have to trade up, which I get, you know what I mean? But yeah, no, yeah, they are. They don't really do it. It's an endless cycle of being mediocre. No, you're not wrong. And that's the thing. At least with Baltimore, like we're very good at the draft. See, that's where our owner is very good at drafting players. So like he gets steals in like the 4th and 5th round. So I don't really ever like even we traded back in the 1st round to get Lamar. Like I remember that. I'm pretty sure we took Mark Andrews in that draft, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody like that we took in the 1st round and then traded back into the 1st round to take Lamar Jackson. Like, are you kidding me? Like you're telling like, and that's the thing too. Like you're telling me Pittsburgh didn't want to do that, trade back in the 1st round to get Lamar Jackson and then build around him. But like, I don't know. It might have been Zay Flowers. It was somebody. So it was somebody else that we picked in the 1st round. And like you definitely need that because the salary cap, especially, that's where drafting becomes huge. Team has good coaches and managers. The Broncos have been drafting pretty good. Oh, you're a Broncos fan? Is that what I'm going with? Yeah, their defense is legit, man. Like for real. Like they can definitely win. See, I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan, right? So like, my Super Bowl winning quarterback is Trent Dilfer and Joe Flacco. You know what I mean? So like I know how a great defense can really carry a team, and they've got a really good defense. I don't know, man. I just feel like I'm the biggest Bo Nix hater. See, I'm an Oregon Ducks fan, so I'm actually like a Bo Nix lover from like Oregon days. So like, but how can you hate him? Ah, and you're a Steelers fan. How do you hate Bo Nix being a Steelers fan? Like I could see you hate like Joe Burrow because I do. No 1st round in 2022, but I still think we drafted Benito in the late second. How the hell did you get Nick Benito in the late 2nd round? How the hell did like not like 30 teams twice pass on him? What the hell? That's crazy. Oh man. And that's the thing too. Like there's all you got to kind of hit, like you got to kind of hit on the players that the other guys. Yeah, that's nuts. You got to kind of hit on the guys that the other, because like even like not for nothing, but like Michael Jordan was the third pick of his draft, right? Because the team didn't have a need for him. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that Nick Manito's Michael Jordan, but he's a hell of a player for real. You watch that clip from him. He said Benito in the second, we gotta grab him. Oh hell yeah, man, that's crazy. That's nuts. But that's the thing, right? Nobody thinks anything of him, or like we like the guys that we have, right? We don't think we need to draft him. We don't think whatever. See, and that's the thing. Like I'm always a proponent of grabbing, and like I do this in fantasy all the time. I kind of grab the best player available and go from there. And like if that means that I need to trade somebody mid-season or I need to look somewhere else, right? I don't care so much as just getting the best player available. So like even still, like even if I didn't have a need at linebacker, I'd probably draft Nick Benito, like somebody like that, just as like the best player available. Because like I'm a Blue Jays fan, right? Yeah, see, I'm a Blue Jays fan, and so was it last year? Had to be last year. Um, we got a pitcher in like I don't know if you know baseball at all, but we got a pitcher, Trey Savage at the end of the first round, and like he was supposed to go like one or two overall, and for some reason he was still sitting there at number 20. And like I don't even know why. I don't know what happened, but for some reason he was still sitting there at number 20, and the Blue Jays grabbed him because this is the best, most MLB ready player in the draft. And so drafted 64th overall. Yeah, that's crazy. And so yeah, so like we ended up taking this guy, and just because we didn't really have a need for pitching, but he was the best available player. He was supposed to go like top 5, top 3. And they were like, "Fuck it, we're just going to pick him." In his rookie year, so like I don't know if you know baseball at all, but like there's a bunch of different levels. So there's rookie ball, then there's single A, double A, triple A, then the major leagues. So he went from freaking all the way down in rookie ball all the way up to friggin' he started game 1 of the World Series for Toronto this year. So like every other team passing him because of some weird reason, but we were like, you know what, we're gonna take him just because he's the best player available, and friggin' almost won us the World Series because, like, not because of him, but he definitely had his role in it. And so yeah, no, that's crazy, man. 64th overall, 63 players. Really, 63 players in that draft are better than him? I gander like, and I don't even know like what that draft consisted of, but I would 2, maybe 3 players better than him. I mean, at the same time, hindsight is, as they say, 2020. So him at PS2, no, dude, Certain Island, you don't even go there. People don't even visit at all. Like you don't even hear him because he's just blanketing. Do you think we'll get the number 1 seed? We'll reach the championship and Super Bowl. So, if I'm being honest, I think this is the best chance that Buffalo's going to have to reach the Super Bowl. I think that they need this more than anybody. Josh Allen needs this. You know what I mean? And I feel like this is kind of his time. Like I do think that there's teams that are better than Buffalo, but at the end of the day, Josh Allen is what, the best player in the league, maybe second or third. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? So like, I do think that he puts on his Superman cape and kind of shows the league what he can do. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like with, and now no Patrick Mahomes, because even like they were supposed to beat Patrick Mahomes the one year, and then what? In like 30 seconds, Mahomes drives the field down and they end up winning. Like, you know what I mean? So I don't think that the playoffs consist of an offense that can keep pace with Josh Allen, and I don't think that if they have to play, for example, Houston, you know what I mean? Patrick Mahomes finally out of the playoffs. Yeah, no Taylor Swift. So, you know what I mean? And like, but that's the thing, right? Like, do you have to be lucky to be good, or do you have to be good to be lucky and kind of create your own luck? You know what I mean? So I don't know. It kind of is what it is in that one. But I think Buffalo has. I feel like this is the easiest they're gonna have it because it's really all upside down. Because what they're gonna have to play, I think they play New England in the first week, but even if they don't, so what? They play New England, right? Then they go to Denver. And like if it was Jacksonville, see this is the thing, like even if Jacksonville wins, I don't think they can go, for example, to a place like Denver and do very well in the cold as much as they did well last time. But like in the cold, it's going to be really cold, right? So yeah, Buffalo plays New England. So like that's what I mean. Like Buffalo playing against New England, it's not different temperature. Playing against Denver, it's not different temperature. So like those are things that I kind of tend to look for. Like yeah, the Chargers going to Denver. I don't know, man. I think Jags Broncos, the Broncos win the rematch. No, I'm with you on that one. I don't think Denver loses. That being said, though, like Trevor Lawrence is a former number one overall pick, and he was supposed to be something good. And even coming out of was it Clemson? I think it was. He looked really good coming out of college, and so he was supposed to be something. But now, like he's all of a sudden got a lot of weapons around him. You know what I mean? Like he's got BTJ. They traded for Jacoby Myers. What a great trade that was. The tight end there, Brenton Strange, he's really good. They got Parker Washington. That run game is clicking right now, right? So, and their defense is for real. So, like, Jacksonville is a team to watch. But, like, do I think that a team like Jacksonville can go into a cold weather stadium and the Broncos got a few problems? No, you're right, man. And that's the thing. Denver's got their problem, and that's. But at the same time, you know what I mean. Like everybody's got their problems. Week 18, you know what I mean. And we're all basically dead at this point, just walking zombies. PJ Lockie on the field. I don't even know. See, I don't even know who that is. That sucks. You don't want unknowns, except for what last week that guy. You know what though? That their problem is that they're on the opposite side of Patrick Surtain. So I mean, if I was a defense, I would just target everybody but them, but that way also. Like Surtain's got that lockdown side. Like he's like a Deion Sanders type. You know what I mean? Like who's another guy that just locked down like that whole side of the field. Yeah, exactly. Like it's not even like he covers one guy. He takes away that whole friggin' side of the field. And so, okay, well, now as a quarterback, okay, well, I can't throw to that side. And then when I'm looking over here, I got Nick Benito in my face in less than a second. It's like, man, yeah, he's like you just don't and like that's I feel like that's a funny thing that's going to happen once contract negotiations come up because he doesn't have like the pass stats. You know what I mean? He doesn't have the interceptions. He doesn't have the pass breakups. He doesn't like really have the tackles. You know what I mean? Because nobody throws it. Like I'm not going to throw it because I know it's either at the best case scenario it's getting knocked down. Worst case scenario it's a on the way, it's an interception on the way back. So like that's where like it's funny too. Like, you're arguing that you don't have any stats, and it's like, yeah, I don't have any stats because nobody fucking throws to me. Need some good safeties. Yeah. No, you're not wrong. You need the good safeties. You need the good your pass rush makes up for a lot of it because they get to the quarterback so fast. Um they they get to the quarterback so fast that it kind of makes up for a lot of their weaknesses. You know what I mean? Like they don't have to be the best because they don't have to cover for a long time. But yeah, no, those I've watched a couple of their games. Those guys just get torched, man. Like you almost feel bad for them. What are you doing, huh? Sorry, I'll be right back. What are you doing, huh? Get off the couch with that. Come on. Fucking food on the couch. Hope we signed Justin Simmons. Hey, where is he from? Tennessee, sounds like, or is he there? Just better than PJ. Yeah, no, you're not wrong. You just need somebody better. No, I hear you. But yeah, and then like from the other side, like I don't really know, man. Like LA was kind of LA was kind of like they were exposed last week. He's with the Falcons, but got waived, so he's a free agent. No way. Fuck, too bad you guys couldn't get Trevion Diggs, eh? Imagine Trevion Diggs on the other side of Patrick Surtain. Fuck. I would hate to be a quarterback then. Really good. Yeah, no, that's I remember him being on Denver. That's why I thought he went to Tennessee. It's another Justin that I'm thinking about then. Cost too much money, so we need to get rid of him. Yeah, that's the problem, man, with the salary cap. You kind of got to go in the younger direction. That would, yeah, because the money starts to not work, right? And like guys are getting paid more now than they ever have. And like every position is making like 25, 30 million a year, right? So, and then quarterbacks are making just astronomical money. It's friggin' nuts. So, like, yeah, you kind of gotta, you gotta bite the bullet sometimes and just kind of hope that the guys that you have coming in next can sort of step up to the plate. Still had that Russell Wilson contract. Oh, that was a brutal contract, man. Oh, and that was supposed to be like a good thing too. He was supposed to come in and kind of like save the day. But yeah, like looking at the NFC side, like I don't know, man. San Francisco's plus 850 right now to win the Super Bowl, and San Francisco has they've got a real chance to get the first number one overall seed, to get home field advantage throughout the playoffs, and then it's in San Francisco. I didn't actually realize that the Super Bowl is in San Francisco, so that's something to look at. Yeah, Russell killed you guys, man. Well, yeah, and you know what? Cleveland's going through the same thing with Deshaun Watson right now, so yeah, sometimes those big contracts, they can just screw you. Solid 49ers fan, so I hope to see Broncos 49ers in Super Bowl. Heyo. You're a hardcore 49 a solid 49ers fan, Warner. You're showing your age. I think you're old like me. I remember when San Francisco lost to Baltimore in the Super Bowl. The what was it? The blackout. That was good too, because San Francisco was coming back. They had a lot of momentum going. Just don't trade for washed QBs. No shit, right? That's the thing. You know what? Teams should know by now. And that's the thing too. It's like sometimes like the writing's on the wall. And like other times they're just so desperate to get like a big name there. I think that's it more than anything. It's just they're so desperate to get a big name there so that you can bring in other guys in free agency. Because if you've got like a nobody running your team, and then like nobody really wants to come to your team because they don't know what you're getting. But at least if you have a guy with like some name brand, then like at the time of Deshaun Watson, right? Like at the time a Russell Wilson, you got some name brand, right? And you can kind of attract players that way. That's the hope, at least, right? And then also like, look, we're giving our quarterback a big contract. We're gonna try and like we're trying here, come play for us. Look at us. We're like doing it. But yeah, no, I honestly don't know how you can bet against Buffalo right now. Like I don't think they're gonna win because I don't like San Francisco just looks really good right now. Seattle's kind of showing their flaws. They're slowing down. Chicago, I don't see really posing too much of a threat to anybody. That LA Philadelphia game is going to be a good one. They played a few years ago, or was it last year? 2 years ago? No, it must have been last year when Philadelphia won the Super Bowl. No, you're not wrong, man. I don't even know either. Like, there's just so many. There's so many teams that are good, and like, there's also so many teams that like are frauds. There's not one elite team, not at all. And you know what? I thought it was the Rams all the way up until last week. Like they were exposed last week. Now Devontae coming back is really going to help them. I know that, but Bijan ran overall. They've fallen off. Philadelphia's fallen off. Green Bay is falling. I mean, like, not for nothing, but like one of the best teams in that league, and they're the number 2 seed, I guess, for a reason is Chicago. And like, who would have thought we would be saying that? You know what I mean? So, like, I do think San Francisco's got an easier chance to make it far if they can, especially if they can beat Seattle this week. I just saw Seattle's 1.5 point favorite, so I'm going to smash that 49ers money line. And Warner should be coming back. He's making really fast progress in his injury, so like they're expecting him back, and especially if they can get that number 1 seed and then have that first week as the bye week, that'd be huge. But yeah, it sounds like Fred Warner's coming back. It doesn't sound like Joey Bosa's coming back. I think that's it, right? Or Nick Bosa, one of the Bosas. Um, but Fred Warner coming back is going to be huge for them. And like they're getting healthy, right? Like Trent Williams going down is going to really hurt. But if that kid can come in, the kid came in last week after the first play he got injured, and Christian McCaffrey had one of his best running days of the season. So I don't even know who that kid is, but he came in and he killed it. So like if he can do that again, I don't know if Trent Williams is going to play. But yeah, no, the 49ers definitely need that number 1 seed. You're not wrong. Bosa's done for the season. Oh, okay. Trent Williams not practicing Tuesday. Does have a chance to play against Seattle. Yeah. But I don't even know who that other guy is. Like he came in and he killed it. Like he killed it for real. Actually, will it tell me here? 49ers done for the night. Austin Pleasance. Yeah, Austin Pleasance. Is he a kid? No, he's 28. Well, I mean, he's a kid, but Kittle needs to return. Yeah. And it sounds like Kittle's going to be back. Like, I don't know if he's going to play this week, but like, I don't know. Does any of that really matter if fucking Purdy is throwing 5 touchdowns every week, right? So Kittle, CMC, and Purdy can carry the offense. No, they need the defense to step up. But at the same time, we've seen the defense step up right when they need to, right? They're kind of like a bend, don't break defense. So, like, but at the same time, like, when if the offense is clicking right now, like for real clicking. And so they're going to be tough to stop. As good as Seattle's defense has been all year, we've seen them get lit up by the Rams offense, right? So, yeah. Right? And it's in San Francisco, right? So the weather's not going to be a factor as much as it would have been in Seattle. Diggs would also be good for the 49ers. Yeah. He went to Green Bay. Green Bay claimed him. So that's going to help Green Bay going forward. Micah Parsons really hurt them. But yeah, Diggs would have been good for the 49ers. Fuck, he would have been good for everyone. Would have been good for the 49ers, would have been good for the Ravens, would have been good for the Broncos, would have been good for the Steelers. Fuck, it would have been good for everybody. I think Green Bay is cooked too. I'm with you. I think they've kind of slowed down. And yeah, yeah. Because then even if things stay the same, they're gonna play Chicago in the first round, and I don't think they can go into Chicago and win. As much as it'll be a decent game, I don't know. And even you know what, even if by some chance they do beat Chicago, like I can't see them beating Seattle or San Francisco in like if it's in San Francisco, you know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know. And like who knows, right? They were showing comparisons. It was at this age. Hey, no problem at all, man. I'm actually got to get off anyways, so but Green Bay, it was at this stage of their career where Brett Favre won his first Super Bowl and Aaron Rodgers won his first Super Bowl, so they were saying that it could be Jordan Love, but yeah, I don't know, man. But anyways, I'm gonna take off. Anyways, thanks for joining me, man. Thanks for hanging out. You're awesome. I appreciate you. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Thank you very much for joining me. Go ahead, hit that follow button, subscribe if you haven't, share this with your friends or anyone you think might find this type of stuff enjoyable. Maybe get some value out of it. I'll be glad to rock on. Yeah, I don't see it either, man. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day and an even better week ahead. And I look very forward to seeing you guys again. I love you guys. Happy New Year. Have a great day.